Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Make Maharashtra. In last lecture we have seen the list of formulation, force analysis, their numericals. Now we'll see the numericals on the worm gear pair, which include all the formulas, which we can say the combined numerical of the worm gear, and such kind of numerical will be asked in the exam. Now I'll read the numerical. Please understand the process, understand the given data, and then move forward. So I'll explain one example here for you. Now they have given 1/54/10/5 worm gear pair. First digit indicate ZW, second one is a number of teeth on gear ZG, Q is diametral quotient, third one, and fourth one is a module. Then they have mentioned made up of case hardening carbon steel, and worm gear made up of centrifugally cast phosphor bronze material. Gear is phosphor bronze material having bending stress 80. So directly sigma Bg they have given. So I'll write sigma Bg is equal to 80 Newton per mm square. Then the wear load and wear load factor for worm gear is 0.55. So that will be the directly value of, you can say this will be the value of directly K, correct, wear load factor. The tooth system is of course 20 degree phi n, that is normal pressure angle, while the face width of the worm gear is 0.75 times pitch circle diameter. So they have given 0.75 need to take, so we'll have to, because as per the terminology we have decided 2m into square root of q plus 1 or 0.73 times dw, whichever be the maximum, that we'll have to select. But in example they have given directly here 0.75, so we need to take it. The coefficient of friction between worm and worm gear pair is 0.004, that is mu, here mention here, correct. The application factor, that is K, and factor of safety FOS to 1.25 and 1.5 is given. I have written in given data. The expected surface area of the housing 0.6 meter square, this will be the area 0.6 meter square. Overall heat transfer coefficient H value 18 watt per meter square degree centigrade. The permissible temperature rise of the lubricating oil, purposefully lubricating oil, is 50 degree. So total oil lubricating temperature, that is delta T 50 degree they have given. If the worm rotates NW, RPM of the worm 1000 RPM, determine first beam strength of the gear, second wear strength of the gear, third maximum static force. Static force is nothing but FGT. Clear? The maximum input power of the worm gear can take, input power PI, correct. The use following data for Lewis factor. So likewise we'll have to write the given data. Now from this we realize that basic thing is they are interested to calculate this 4 parameter, first thing. Now what is the purpose of this table, given table? So purpose is that to take a Lewis factor. Earlier it was for 20 degree tooth profile we have taken 0.484 minus 2.865 divided by Z, but they are saying that you can take from this table. Okay, so that is clear. Next I have written the given data, I have mentioned what we need to calculate. Now next step is to start with the beam strength. So before that we'll have to go for the terminology, basic terminology, that would be your step number 1. You can see dw m into q, module into q, dg diameter of the gear we have calculated, face width they have mentioned 0.75 times dw, so directly take 37 point something. So tan of lambda through which lead angle will get 5 point something. From the given table what they have indicate, the ZG number of teeth on a gear is 54 they have mentioned. See here they have mentioned 54, correct. So 54 number of teeth is considered. So what would be the value of y, because they have given the table, you can see the table is z and y. It means that for respective z we need to take the value of Lewis factor y. So now 54 is the value we know, which is situated in between 50 and 60, correct. So the whatever be the Lewis factor is coming is situated in between these two value, very simple, is between these two value, that is 0.4084 and 0.4210. This is clear. So we need to take an interpolation because 54 is situated in between. If it is 50 I'll take direct value. Now here is a 54, so I will have to make the interpolation. How to make the interpolation? See the procedure. the interpolation I can make initial value 0.4084, this value of the 50 plus maximum value minus minimum value. You can see maximum 0.42 minus 0.40 divided by maximum minus minimum of teeth 60 and 50, 60 minus 50 into the value which we need to calculate, that is 54 minus initial value of the range. Again I will explain. See, it is the minimum value plus maximum minus minimum divided by number of teeth maximum minus minimum into the value which we have known, that is 54 minus initial value 50. So by this way we have to make the interpolation. There are many more method of interpolation, but I think from the table this will be the suitable method for you. So just again I will explain. This is the initial value of 50, max minus minimum, numerator, at denominator maximum minus minimum number of teeth into number of teeth calculated minus initial. So which gives you the value 0.4134. That is the Lewis factor value. That is 0.4134. Is it situated in between these two? We'll have to check. 0.4112 definitely, because 0.40 and 0.42 in between that, it means that our y value is correct. So we need to proceed by taking this value. Next they have asking for beam strength. So step number 2, this would be your step number 2, beam strength of the worm gear. So equation is FB is equal to sigma BG BMY cos of lambda. Sigma BG directly given 80, you can see the given data 80 given. So we have taken 80, B 0.75 times dW they have given. So M module 5 Lewis factor 0.40, this we have calculate, and cos of lambda here we have calculate lambda. So by putting this we'll get the beam strength of the worm gear is 6170 Newton. So first part is over, which they want beam strength, correct. Now we'll move toward the wear strength. So equation of the wear strength is DGBK. So DGBK for the wear strength, DG is 270, B is 37.5 and K is 0.55. We'll get the wear strength directly 5568.7 Newton. Now we'll have to compare, as I told you in previous gears also. So here beam strength is greater as compared to wear strength. It means gear pair is weaker in pitting, correct. Now next step you will be calculate the effective load K, Km, Ft. Instead of that K, F, Gt by Kv. So according to that we'll have to calculate. So see, first of all, according to gear ratio, G is equal to Zg by Zw, which is equal to Nw, RPM of worm divided by RPM of gear, through which we can calculate RPM of gear. Why RPM of gear? Because we need to calculate pitch line velocity of the gear, pi dg Ng by 60, that Ng coming from the gear ratio, correct, through which we'll get the Vg, pitch line velocity of the gear in meter per second, 0.2618 meter per second. Now the velocity factor 6 by 6 plus V. So this I have added here velocity factor. So we'll get the velocity 0.9582. So all the values I put in this equation, I'll get effective load in terms of tangential load FGT, because FGT is not known right now, correct. Now their third point is very important. They are asking maximum static load, that is FGT. Clear? Now FGT is unknown, F effective is unknown. So next step, as usual, we'll have to check about factor of safety. The weaker part is wear. So here I have taken wear strength is equal to FOS into F effective. All the values FW we know 5568, FOS 1.5 and F effective 1.3 times GT. So here unknown is 1, so we'll get the value of static force, maximum static force FGT 2845.9 Newton, correct. So here we have completed our this task also. Third, first, second, third. Fourth one is a calculate input power. Okay, go for the input power. Now for calculating input power, we know in case of the gear FGT is equal to PO by VG. Therefore PO is equal to output power 745 watt, correct. We required input, so please keep remember what they have asked. tan of phi v, it is mu v, mu by cos of phi n. So we know all the values. So friction angle is 2.43 degree. Now efficiency of the gear drive. Now efficiency I can calculate tan of lambda, tan of phi v plus lambda. So by putting this value, I will get efficiency 69% efficient. Why we have calculate efficiency? Because we know the equation efficiency is equal to output by input. Output power we know, efficiency we know, unknown is input power. So we will get the input power is 1.06 kilowatt, correct? So this is the one thing. Now in addition, some more given data they have given. See this heat transfer coefficient, lubricating temperature. So this value also given. So that it means that as per the given data, we need to calculate also. This is from the efficiency point of view. Okay. So they have asked there in given data, that's why we write input power on the basis of thermal effect, that is temperature. We know the equation. Input power is equal to HA delta T, 1 minus efficiency. Delta T we know, efficiency we have calculated. H is overall heat transfer coefficient, 18 watt per meter square degree centigrade they have given, area 0.6 meter square. So by putting this value, I will get 1.790 kilowatt input power. So likewise we need to solve the example. Clear? I will revise the things. First of all, write the given data properly, understand the problem. As the table is given, it means it has having some importance. Next thing, terminology. First of all, we need to calculate. Second one is a beam strength they have asked. Then wear strength they have asked. Effective load through which we have calculate maximum FGT, tangential force. Then they have asked for input power calculation. We know output power for the gear. So through which we will have to calculate input power from efficiency equation. Now they have given overall heat transfer coefficient and temperature value, by which also you can calculate the input power. Clear? So such kind of the numerical we need to solve. In addition to that, if they have asked force analysis in that also, so we need to add a step. Clear? So list of formulas we have seen, according to we need to solve the numerical. I hope you understood the numerical. Dear student, you need to solve the numerical stepwise from your side. By just listening from my side is not okay, or it will not give you the practice. So that write down the assignments, solve the assignment which I am going to upload, try to solve from your side at least given numerical, and practice more and more, correct? Okay, more numericals I will cover in next session. Thank you.